Hello and welcome to episode 12 of Answering Critical Relationship Questions. And today, in Answering Critical Relationship Questions, I'll be answering the question of why is it that I'm always having conflicts with my partner? Why I'm always having issues and arguments with my partner? The first thing I would like to say is that it is normal and okay to have conflicts with your partner. It's actually okay if in a relationship where people are free to air their opinions and express themselves, conflicts are expected. If people are not having conflicts in the relationship at all, it's an indication of one of two things. It's either one person or two people are dumb or daft in the relationship, or one person is oppressing the other person. In a relationship where people are free to air their views and to express themselves, conflicts are bound to happen, right? So it's okay to have conflicts. What is actually not okay is the excess having of those conflicts. When you begin to have a lot of conflict, it is actually not good because it will begin to drift you apart. A relationship where there's so much conflict, partners would begin to drift apart emotionally. The fewer the conflicts, the better it is for a relationship, even though conflicts are inevitable. But the fewer they are, the better and the healthier that relationship is. The more conflicts in the relationship, the more sick the relationship becomes. So the goal is actually to keep reducing the level of conflict and to keep building systems, provable systems that can help you to navigate conflicts and help you resolve them in the simplest ways possible. Okay? And that's where we would start from today. The second thing that I would say is that conflicts are actually a difference in opinion. When there is a difference in opinion, when there are differences in views, in beliefs, in values, in ideas, in destinations. That's basically what conflict is. Okay, I see something this way and you see it that way, and then there's an argument about it. That's basically the simplest way I can explain what conflict is about. So if we want to trace why you have so much conflict in your relationship, we will trace it to the differences that exist between partners. I tell people that why difference is what attracts us, difference becomes the point of conflict usually. Because at the opposite attracts, like they would say, but that opposition, that opposite, becomes the point of difference and becomes the point of conflict. Attraction becomes the point of conflict in the relationship. Right? That's how it happens. So the reason why there is conflict, a lot of conflict in your relationship, is because a lot of difference in your relationship. So to actually bridge that gap, there now needs to be an alignment of those differences so that you can now have more in similar than you have in difference. Because once you have more in similar than you have differences, it would actually reduce the level of conflict that you're having. And I will state one or two of those major areas where there needs to be an alignment. Number one is beliefs. Okay, beliefs are very, very important, because once I have a belief in an area that is different from that of my partner, there will definitely be conflict when my partner wants to assert or I want to assert that belief on her or on the relationship. That's how it works. So there needs to be a lot of alignment in beliefs. Why beliefs are in three levels? Okay, beliefs are in three levels. There's an opinion level belief, where what you hold as a belief is just an opinion. When it's at that level, it doesn't cause much conflict because it's an opinion and you can even change your mind about it. But when it is at the second level, which is now a belief, it now forms to become a belief, you now have a lot of evidence and facts to support what you believe. It becomes even harder to break. and it causes for more level of conflict when there's a disagreement of that belief or there's an opposing belief. But then there's a third level, which is conviction. At the level of conviction, it is almost impossible to change your mind. It is almost impossible to actually believe in something different. When you hold beliefs at the level of conviction, and your partner hold those beliefs at the level of or a separate kind of belief at the level of conviction, then there will be strong conflict. That's why you want to be sure that there is similarity, if not a total alignment of beliefs in the areas where you have convictions in. For instance, if I have a strong belief that women are supposed to cook, and it's a conviction for me, something that I can't do away with, or I can't change my mind about, and I get married to somebody who believes that anybody can cook in the house, if that's a conviction for me, there is going to be serious conflict in those areas because it's a level of conflict. If it's an opinion, the conflict will be so much because I would be able to navigate it and maybe change my mind about it, or maybe the person changes their mind about it. Religion is also another area. So if I believe, for instance, that I'm supposed to pray in this particular way, and my partner believes otherwise, and praying this particular way is a conviction for me, if my partner doesn't believe in that kind of prayer, or in that kind of method of praying, then there's going to be conflict in those areas. So belief is one of those areas where people suffer conflicts, because of the differences in those beliefs. I will stop here for today, and when I come again next week, I will continue from where I've stopped today. Hope this interests you. If it does interest you, look forward to next week's video and gather your community and everybody you can around here, and let's look more in depth into this. Thank you, and God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe.